Hi everyone. So I have one spot left. I know I've been advertising, and last time I ran a class, somebody registered for the class at 9:30 on the Friday night before the class. So I thought I'd put a call out there. I'm running a bars class, access bars class, tomorrow morning, Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. and finishing at 5 p.m. And I have one more spot left. I just wanted to open it up and tell you a little bit about bars and why you've seen me advertising, why I teach this class that I'm so passionate about, what bars has done for me. Just briefly, I used to be the person that woke up every morning wishing I had died in my sleep. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't necessarily share it. However, in 1993, I was diagnosed with clinical depression. I chose not to use medication. I chose to use mindset and lots of other therapies, making myself go out in the sun, going by the beach, using mindfulness, lots of techniques I've talked about before. However, I was that person, even driving on the motorway. If I saw a truck coming the other way, for about 2 decades, I would think about driving into that truck. The thing that stopped me taking my own life was the fact that I was a single mum. I'd brought a child into the world, and I felt that to leave that child on their own was really neglectful. That was my motivation to stop myself. The other thing was my fear of messing it up and becoming disabled somehow through the accident, and the thoughts of what the other driver would experience always stopped me. So there was some sort of logic running me, and now I realize that there was purpose in all of that, because now I can help people who are in a similar situation to what I was. And when I look back, I can't even believe I was that person, because I wake up with joy now. I listen to the birds. I thank the universe that I'm here, that I'm doing this kind of work, that my story can help others, that my empathic abilities to understand where someone's at can help others now. I see a purpose, and I see my whole life is completely different. I feel like a completely different person when I think of that person, and I think of the darkness that I lived in and the hours and hours of crying that I did. By myself in the shower or late at night in the bedroom, the sleeplessness, the fact I couldn't sleep for ages, for decades, literally. The fact that I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and I don't suffer any of the symptoms now. The fact that I sleep so well now since my very first bars class. That was the biggest thing for me, was I started to sleep really well. And those thoughts that drove me to take my own life, that darkness where I spoke to myself in such a horrible way, have just dissipated. And I am blessed to be surrounded by a tribe of bars practitioners. So I get my bars run every week, and that really helps me. So that's just a snippet of my story. There's so much more that bars has done for me. I wanted to share that just quickly to say to you, if you're watching this video, if it keeps popping up in your life, in your feed, is today the day you choose this class? Is this class for you? Just to give you a small idea, not about me, about other people that have done this class. I get to see lives change. I get to see lives change, and I've been watching lives change since March this year when I taught my very first class. The people that come to the bar swaps, the people that continue to run their bars, have the most amazing life changes. But I'm going to stop there. If you're watching this, just continue watching just for a brief more moment while you hear from others. Don't take my word for it. This is happening across the world. In 173 or 176 countries, people are changing their lives. It's individual. It's individual. We let go of what we're ready to let go of. You've heard me say that before. So that's enough from me. I wish you a beautiful evening, and if you don't choose this class today, perhaps you might choose it in the future. Just know that when you're ready, the bars can change your life. Have a great evening.
Just a lot of happiness and good results from it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're glad you invested that money
Absolutely.
to do the class?
I'm really blown away.
That's so
Totally
awesome.
blown away.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being willing to share. It'll help other people that have been thinking about doing the class.
I was so much more at peace and so much more happier that I decided to do the class. I cannot strongly enough say that I am a completely different person. My head is not full of this tenseness and my anxiety has gone. Maybe 2 weeks after the bars class, and I suddenly thought to myself, wow, I haven't had anxiety. I haven't had that in my throat. And that's a wonderful feeling for me. Cannot strongly enough say that had I not done this, I wouldn't be where I am now, feeling more at peace, happier. I would definitely have had to go to the doctors.
You would say the $360 for the class was well worth investing?
Definitely, 100%. To shut my eyes sometimes and appreciate right now that my head is free of all that horribleness I was experiencing before. And I can't tell you how wonderful it is to feel that calmness and that peacefulness.